Welcome back to the shop. In this video, I'll cover some of the questions that came up in last week's writing desk project and just give you some of that general information that I think will help you throughout the project. So number one, I had a few questions on why do I bring the backs of the drawers in so far? And I like to do that, especially when I'm working with a very deep drawer, because you can pull the drawer all the way out, still be able to get to the back of the drawer, but a few inches still remain inside the desk, and that will support the drawer and prevent the drawer from falling out. So if you're working with a deep drawer, you have that option. With these drawers opened all the way, you have just about 16 inches of usable space inside the drawer, so that's plenty. With shorter drawers, I tend to not do that, and then I'll add stops to the back of the face frame to prevent the drawer from being pulled all the way out. I used 1/2-inch Baltic birch plywood for the bottoms of the drawers, and I tend to use either 1/2-inch or 3/8 Baltic for drawers, especially when I'm making something that I consider to be nice furniture, not shop furniture, because 1/4-inch plywood, especially the 1/4-inch plywood that you're going to get from a home store, is very flimsy. It's not a full 1/4 inch, it's more like 3/16, and it just kind of feels light and not very solid. So by using the 1/2-inch Baltic birch plywood, it gives you a heavier drawer, and I think a heavier drawer actually functions better. You may have noticed that I was building the drawers on 3/4 inch MDF, and I like to do that because it gives you a really flat surface to register off of. So when you're building the drawer, you can hold the parts tight in place, register off that 3/4 inch flat surface. In my case, I like to tack the parts together with a nail first, and then I'll drive the screws. And if everything is nice and flat on the 3/4 inch MDF, I know that drawer is going to be square and not rocking when the drawer is complete. I raised the drawer slides, and I did that to create an even reveal at the bottom of the drawer and prevent the back of the drawer from hitting the face frame. That's something that I've had happen in the past. You'll get just like a little, it just kind of hits it. And then you can maybe sand the back of the bottom of the drawer to kind of make that go away, or you can add some shims on the sides. But by bringing up the drawer slides that 32nd of an inch, that created a really nice reveal at the bottom of the drawer. So that's the first time I've ever done that, but it's something that I'll probably continue to do in the future. The glue blocks that I added to the back of the apron, I think they really add a lot of strength to this desk because you have a nice big glue joint on the back of the apron and on the leg. In this case, I used Baltic birch plywood, again, simply because I had it. If I had a hardwood like poplar or maple, I might use that as well. I would avoid using MDF. MDF just seems, you don't really get a great glue joint with MDF, but by adding that Baltic birch plywood to the back of the apron, and then it's tied together with a glue joint on the leg, that is a very solid desk. And the main reason for that was it's a stop. So when you're driving the pocket hole screws, so by adding that, I think it's a 2 1/4 inch block, that stops it, it's dead, it is where it is. I made this desk with a variety of woods just because that's the material that I had here in the shop. The apron face frame is made with sassafras. That was left over from a few garden projects I did over the summer. And then the guts of the desk, the drawer runners and slides, are made with natural mahogany, cherry, and sapele. Again, those are just from shorts that were hanging around the shop. If you're going to buy the material for this project, and you're painting it, I would suggest poplar if it's available. If poplar's not available, then soft maple. I was considering a burnt wood finish on this desk. It would basically look almost black. Maybe some areas where you sand through would highlight with a lighter color. But I think that the red oak legs and the sassafras have a similar enough grain pattern that would have worked. I ended up not doing that because my wife decided she wanted it painted white. But even if it was going to be a burnt wood finish, I still would have clear coated the insides of the drawers. I think it's really important to get a few coats of clear on the insides of the drawers. It just makes the drawer wear better. It makes it feel better when you put something inside the drawer, and it's not going to absorb stains. It's just going to stay cleaner and newer looking over the years. So in this case, this desk was painted, and the first step was to clear coat the insides of the drawers. I used Total Boat's Halcyon for that. Once that was done, then I taped it out, and I finished this desk with Benjamin Moore's Command. And the reason why I went with Command, it's a relatively new paint. It dries really quickly. So you can put a coat of paint on it, and an hour later you can give it a light sanding and put another coat of paint on it. I really do like Benjamin Moore Advance, but it does take a long time to cure, so I wanted to become more familiar with Command. And with this project, I did something a little bit different. After the fourth coat of Command, I sanded it lightly with 320 sandpaper, and then I gave it a clear coat with Total Boat's Halcyon Gloss. The idea there is just to make the white painted finish that much more durable. Since this is a project for my wife, I felt like it was a good project to experiment on, and it's not even that much of an experiment because I think it's going to work great. But I'll keep you posted. Maybe 6 months from now we'll go take a look at it. The top of the desk is made of reclaimed white oak. I think it looks great. I love the character in reclaimed wood, something that I'll probably be doing more with. But if you can't get reclaimed material or wood, I would build the desk with quarter sawn white oak, rift sawn white oak. I think that sapele would look really good. Whatever you make the top with, though, I would make the knobs out of the same material. I'm really happy with how this project turned out, and I think it's a really good introduction to fine woodworking project. And I say fine woodworking because it's not shop furniture. This is a piece of furniture that I fully expect somebody to be using 10, 20, 30 years from now. Yes, it is made with pocket hole joinery and the drawers are screwed together, and I don't have a problem with that. But if you do, you could always build the desk with mortise and tenon and dovetail drawers. I hope that you'll check out some of my other plans. This is the 17th furniture build that I now have on my website, and they all have free tutorials right here on YouTube. So I hope that you'll click on the link in the description below. Check it out, and I'll see you there. If you would like my help building the furniture for your home, I hope that you'll visit my website at johnpeters.com and check out my furniture project plans. With the large variety of projects and links to the video tutorials right here on YouTube, I know that you'll find something that will inspire you to spend more time in the shop and build something beautiful for your home.